Hello everyone and welcome to another interview QA video. So in this video we're gonna answer JavaScript questions for interview. So some of them are same as the front end, but some of them not. So let's start with first one. What is the difference between var, let, and const? So var is function scoped, hosted, can be redeclared. Let, block scoped, not hosted like var, cannot be redeclared. And const, block scoped, cannot be reassigned or redeclared. Let me show you what does that mean. Type in a script, var a is equal to 5, let b it's equal to 10, and const c it's equal to 15. You can change these variables a and b, but you cannot change c. If I want to change c, I'm gonna set it to 13, and then I'm gonna console.log c. Let me see what happens. That's the console. Assignment to constant variable. You cannot change const. So this is the difference. Number 2, explained cluster in JavaScript. Cluster are functions that have access to variables from another function's scope. So let me remove this one. I'm gonna create a function here, name it outer, and I'm gonna create a let variable, count to 0, and I'm gonna return function inner count plus and console.log count. So this is in and out function. So I make a counter here from outer, and I'm gonna go with console.log counter. Let's see what happens. It's 1. What is that undefined? I don't know. It's 1. I'm gonna use this counter again. It's gonna be 2. It means functions that have access to variables from another function's scope. So when the first counter is 1, if you call the counter again, it's gonna be 2. it's not gonna start from 1 again. Number 3, what is the event loop in JavaScript? The event loop handles asynchronous operations. It places callbacks from the task queue into the call stack when it's empty. So it's just a diagram here. So I'm gonna show you call stack, event loop, callback, queue, and web APIs. So this is the diagram: call stack, event loop, callback queue, and web APIs. So this is a loop that happens every time. So let's go to number 4. What are promises? A promise represents the eventual completion or failure of an async operation. Let's see an example. Let's remove this. I'm gonna create a const here, name promise equal to new promise, I'm gonna use resolve, and reject. So I'm gonna I'm gonna set timeout. I don't need IntelliSense right now. Set time out. And I'm gonna set it to resolve. Done. And 1 second. So I'm gonna call this promise dot then result console dot log result. So this is how it works. Let me see what happens. Nothing? Yeah, it's done. So I'm gonna use reject here. It's not done. So a promise represents eventual completion or failure of an async operation. This is why we use this. So let's go to number 5. What is hosting in JavaScript? Variables and functions declarations are moved to the top of their scope before execution. That means if you use console.log x, you're gonna return undefined. X is undefined. But before that, if you use var x is equal to 15, you're gonna get 15. This is how hosting in JavaScript. So you should set the variable first and then use the variable. So let's go to number 6. We added in front end too. What is the difference between equal and 3 equals? No, it wasn't in front end. Okay, so 2 equals means loose equality, type conversion. 3 equals means strict equality, no type of conversion. What does that mean? So let's remove this console.log. Console.log 5 equal to 5. And the 3 one, it's equal to 5. Same one is first one is true because it's checking the conversation. It's type of conversation. But the second one, it's false because it's not type of conversation. Let's see in logging. True, false. The first one is true and second one is false. This is what happens. I remembered. Oh, okay, I found out. Also, log. I remember commenting in JavaScript. Forgot. Okay, number 7. What does the DOM interact with JavaScript? JavaScript can manipulate the DOM using methods like getElementsById, query selector, and events. So I'm gonna create an example here. I'm gonna create a button. Let's see if I use HTML here. Or should I have dot? No. I'm gonna have HTML tag here. I'm gonna have a button and ID is btn, and I'm gonna say click. And another one, it's P. I'm gonna set the ID to demo. And let's go code. So move on. Let's start. Document dot get element by ID. I'm gonna get btn, and I want to add the event listener. The listener is click, and in click, when the button is click, I'm gonna use the function here. So when this button clicks, I wanna show something in demo tag, the p demo tag. So document dot get element by id. I'm gonna use demo dot text content. It's equal to button click. That's it. This is interaction DOM with JavaScript. When I mean DOM, it means elements, HTML elements. So let's see that. Click me, button clicked. So easy. Okay. And the next one. Number 8. What are arrow functions? Arrow functions provide a shorter syntax, do not bind their own this. So it's like const add A and B. So A plus B. So what happened? Console.log add 10 and 20 should return 30. So let's say the console, yeah, it's 30. You don't need to use a lot of functions, just one line. And number 9. This is not the correct pronunciation. Explain this in JavaScript. So this refers to the object from which function is called. So let me just comment this one too and go on top. So I'm gonna create const here, name person, and I'm gonna put the name here, and I'm gonna set my name Iman. So I'm gonna create a greet function. Greet. And what happens? Console.log hi, I'm dollar bucket this dot name. So what happens here? I place a name here in a function and I create another one in that function. So when you want to use this name, you don't need to use for example Iman every time. Sometimes you need to use this item a lot of times. You create it one time and use it multiple times. So let's see what happened. Person dot greet. Let's see the console. Hi, I'm Iman. So you can add as much as you want. Family. Soelifar. This is Iman. Soilifar. So, see, hi, I'm on Soilifar. So you don't need to add this every time. Let's go to number 10. What is the callback function? A function passes into another function to be called later. This is the callback function. So let's create the function again. Gonna say greet, not bad, name, and callback. Console.log hi plus name and callback. So what happens now? I'm gonna call it again. I'm gonna call this function greet. I'm gonna say David. Console.log welcome. So let's see what happens. Hi David, welcome. So what happens? The name here, we give the name here, and two console logs have been done. One says hi David, and when we call back the callback function, it's gonna work. Another console.log, it's gonna be welcome. So we can pass another function in a function. This is the difference. I'm gonna use top 10, but let's work on other one. What is the difference, number 11? What is the difference between null and undefined? Undefined is a variable declared but not assigned. But null is a assigned value presenting no value, like this. Console.log x and var g. Console.log g. Let's see what we have here. Both of them are undefined, so I'm gonna set it to null. Yeah, it's undefined, the first one x, because we don't have any x variable, it's undefined, and g is null. This is why we are getting null. This is the difference. Of that. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. We're gonna have more and more for other languages too. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. My Telegram, Instagram, and TikTok, it's on my page. You can contact me. If you have any question, just comment or ask me privately in my accounts. So I just need you to follow, subscribe, hit the bell, and put the comments. I can do a lot with them. Again, thank you so much. Before that, a lot of questions. Maybe we have a lot more questions, but these are normal questions. If you have any another question, just ask me in comments. It's really better because other people have that questions. I'll answer that. I have a lot of programmer friends. If I don't know the answer, I will ask them and I will reply your comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell and send the comments.